This video will show you how to use the Read&Write for Google app on an iPad. In this sample, we will highlight a well-known character who's dyslexic. In Rick Riordian's stories, Percy Jackson is a high school student who's struggling in school. As he matures, he learns that he's a demigod and has special powers. One of those powers is dyslexia. Since his brain is half human and half Greek, it's wired to interpret ancient Greek and not English. And if Percy Jackson was in a classroom today, he would use the Read&Write tools to help him write.
First, he needs to set up the keyboard settings on the iPad, which will allow the keyboard to change between a normal keyboard and the Read&Write app keyboard. Then, in the settings of the Read&Write app, Percy could set the options he likes. Perhaps he likes the color teal better than purple, and perhaps he wants the letters to be dyslexic letters instead of normal.
So now let's open a Google Doc to use Read&Write with word prediction. And we'll write a sentence about Percy. Percy Jackson has a sword, and the sword's name is Riptide. So let's say he wants to write, "My fantastic sword is named Riptide." First, he needs to change the keyboard options to Read&Write. There's the blue color he liked. Remember, the sentence is, "My fantastic sword is Riptide." I can hear it there. I can check this one. Middle, not that one. I want I double click it. My fantastic. I'm going to specifically spell this one wrong. Fantastic. It's not going to automatically predict any words right now because it doesn't know what to help with next, but if I start to type sword, see if we can find it in here.
Swoon.
Nope.
Swore.
Swore. Sounds like sword.
Sword.
Ah, sword. Double click. My fantastic sword is named Riptide.
My fantastic sword is named Riptide.
Now I specifically spelled a word wrong, but I don't see that it's red right there. In order to check the spelling, you click on these three dots, click the spell check, and it shows me this red word, fantastic, is not correct.
My fantastic sword is named Riptide.
No, it's to give suggestions over here. I probably meant fantastic, and it changed the word to green, and that's the word I want. So check and give it a second. It'll change fantastic to fantastic.
Also, if you're not sure what a word means, you can tap on the word, put the cursor there, and tap the dictionary icon, and you will get a definition of the dictionary. You can even have it read to you.
Noun, a weapon that...
to know what that word means. We go back to the keyboard, and there are many more features available in Read&Write for Google, but these are the ones Percy would use to quickly complete his work in school. Percy eventually learned to use his powers for good, but remember, you too have the power.